What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. Last time we finished off our first day of competition in the underground, and now we have a little bit of free time before day 2 of the competition is to begin, where we'll likely fight our second member of Almata. For now, though, we have some 4 SPGs to handle and just patrolling the city. So, let's go ahead and talk to Emily here. Hey, you're Emily, right? Yes, and who are you exactly? We're reporters. Local paper wants to do a piece on the upcoming recital at the Opera House. We'd like to ask you a couple questions if you don't mind. Oh, alright, I suppose that makes sense. Our school's annual recitals always attract a lot of attention. So that's the story he's going with this time. The fact that I'm getting used to this is a little frightening. I'd be happy to oblige. Ask me whatever you like. Well, let's get right into it then. Could you tell us how the preparations for the recital have been going? Thanks for the follow-up, Judith. Quite well, as a matter of fact. This year's performance is shaping up to be even better than the last. Nice to hear. Oh yeah, someone told me this year's leading lady is a Central Eastern gal, that true? Yes, that's correct. Her name is Nellie. Are you two acquainted? Of course, we both attend the same music academy after all. However, I wouldn't exactly call us the closest of friends, or friends at all, really. Oh, why's that? There's some kind of bad blood between you two? Oh, not at all. It's nothing like that. Though I do find her rather irritating, to be perfectly honest. In fact, just looking at her gets my blood boiling. Sounds pretty suspect. Thinks she's our culprit? Not necessarily. Let's not jump the gun here. You aren't the first person who said she's aggravating. It sounds like she may have a difficult personality. Perhaps this recital would be better off without her. What? No, I don't agree with you at all. You don't? I'm surprised to hear that. We heard you would serve as her replacement should she step away. Are you saying you don't have any interest in being the lead? Of course I do. But the fact of the matter is, the school cast her in the lead role over me. I have no reason to object their decision. As much as it pains me to admit, Nellie is one step ahead of me, at the moment anyway. If she were unable to perform, this entire recital would be in shambles, so maybe she's not our suspect. Sounds like you think pretty highly of this girl. I thought you said you didn't like her. I don't, not one bit. Nellie is blessed with all these wonderful talents, and yet she withdraws into her shell time and time again just because she's an immigrant. The other performers and I had no idea how to interact with her for a while. However, we were all struck by her determination, diligence, and time. Everyone at the academy holds her in the highest regard. But she's still so self-loathing. So she doesn't like her not because she's an immigrant, but because she doesn't believe in herself. Girl, that girl frustrates me to no end. Why can't she just be more confident in herself? Oh, she really cares about her. This chick's only pretending to hate our client. What a waste of time. Now, don't be like that. You said everyone at the academy respects her, yes? Does that include all the people in the recital as well? That's right. Everyone believes we'll be able to pull off a tremendous performance with her at the center. Sounds like she's pretty special. I've got another question. Do you know anyone outside the recital who knows she's the lead performer? That's an odd thing to ask. Well, it's not as though we've been keeping it a secret. Although we haven't officially announced the programmers or the performers yet. So while I'm not surprised reporters such as yourselves are in the know, I don't think many are aware that Nellie is the lead. Oh, actually, there is one person who knows. A man running a survey, asked me some questions about the recital not too long ago. Can you tell us more about him? Certainly. He was running a survey in the North District Marketplace. As I recall, it was about racial harmony and immigrants living in Arashian. During the survey, he asked me if I had any detailed anecdotes regarding the theme. He seemed to be supportive of immigrants, so I told him about Nellie and the recital. I'm afraid I can't think of anyone else who might know about her, though. That's alright, you've been a huge help, so thanks. Anytime, best of luck writing your article. Good day. Yeah, she's definitely not the one. She would be really putting on an act. If she was. Well, we did learn a lot at least. Unfortunately, lost our only lead in the process. Before we start worrying about that, let's report back to Nellie. Well, before we report back to Nellie, let's go talk to these fine Ouroboros members and ex-Ouroboros member. Oh, it's been much too long since we last saw each other last. I missed you ever so much. I can hardly believe our little darling Ren has grown into such a refined young lady. It brings a tear to my eye.
もうこれだから出くわしたくなかったんだけど、久しぶりね、レティ。バルターはまた大人げない格好だけど。
Wait, why'd they go with Retzi? Letty is such an easy thing to type. That's odd, but okay. Nah, screw that. I got myself a badass new bike, so I'm gonna dress the part. Besides, at least I'm not a fashion disaster like this old asshole.
この人前からこんな感じだし、やんちゃに磨きがかかってるみたいだけど。
You don't know the half of it, sweetie. He has become increasingly temperamental, more so than even McBurn. Oh, great.
あれと比べられてもな。そもそもあいつは俺より年上だろうが。
Why?
それはともかく。確かに見違いやがったな、レン。いい意味でも、悪い意味でもだが。
それはありがとう。あなたにそう言われると安心できるわ。何せ、結社随一の悪趣味。戒めをどう破るかがモットーだものね。
そのモットーの逆を行くのも、それはそれでおつなもんだが。まあ、お前さんはそれでいいだろう。せいぜいゆるく付き合っていくとしようぜ。今回みたいに限定的に手を組んだり、たまには互いに殲滅し合ったりして、ね。A game of slaughter.
依存はないわ。その時は全力でやらせてもらうけど。
Who boy, am I about to witness the throwdown of a century? I'm not sure who I should root for. Would it be wrong to cheer them both on? Y'all, this is the department store, not the world's bloodiest coliseum. His face. Oh, I didn't even see you there. Hello, everyone. Enjoying your morning stroll, I take it? Good job coming out on top yesterday. I've got a nice reward prepared for you. And that's more 4 SPGs. Already aware, we'll take care of them. Having fun reconnecting with your found family? Aaron, we're just catching up is all. I like to stay in touch with old friends. However, I do a good job at keeping them at arm's length, unlike you with Heiyu. Wow, that's a low blow. So what are you all doing here? This isn't exactly a normal meetup spot. We all bumped into each other while buying stuff, and after checkout, we decided to shoot the shit for a while. Ren purchased tea, I got boxing glove, Lucrezia bought perfume, and the boss picked out some cigars. One of my favorite perfumers sells their wares here. I simply had to stop by. I was fresh out of cigars. Would have been in hot water if this place didn't stock them, but I was in luck. Well, I think we should be heading back to base. Where are you guys staying, by the way? You're my client, so I'd like to know where to reach out in case something comes up. The hotel in North District. If you ever need me, you'll find me at their bar. I hope we see you again in the coming round. Ew, they may be friendly, but I always feel so tense around them. You always gotta watch out for those types, and that's especially true for the Oathbreaker. Marduk has tentatively labeled him as an SS level threat. And I only say tentatively because his background and day-to-day activities are a complete mystery, even to us. I've heard bits and pieces, but they don't paint the most flattering picture, to put it nicely. I'll have to be extra careful around him, then. Both Walter and I'm saying Letty, I'm not saying Retzi, are formidable opponents. But compared with Harwood, they don't hold a candle. That's not to discount the other two, of course. They probably outmatch him in raw power. He's not a master martial artist like Walter, and he doesn't have any special powers like Letty. However, he's still an Anguis, and you can never be too careful around them. I don't fully know what he's capable of, though, so that's all the advice I can offer you. But I will share one little known fact. The Thousand Oathbreaker isn't his only title. He's also known as the Savant Lawbreaker. Or Savant. That sounds ominous. Any idea how he picked up that nickname? Well, most groups that stood in his way have reportedly and conveniently been silenced. Those cases were labeled as unfortunate accidents, inexplicable internal strife, or something to that effect. One such case involved a company with criminal connections making a series of asinine mistakes resulting in crippling debt and ultimately ruin. The authorities wrote off the deaths as cause unknown or coincidental. But if you ask anyone from the underworld about it, they will tell you those assessments are patently false. So he commits all these crimes, but he's never been charged with a single one of them. A slippery eel, that one. His crimes will catch up to him sooner or later, right? I don't know. Well, I should be getting back to the guild. They're completely swamped right now. I wish you all luck. Make sure you come back safely, alright? We will. Thanks, Ren. Well, that's it for them. I suppose we can head back to our client now. So did you talk with Emily? Yeah, we did. Let's move this conversation back to our room. Emily really said all that? Sure did. It's doubtful she penned that letter. You look relieved. I am. Totally had the wrong idea about her this whole time. So she really thinks of me as a rival. Glad we got that sorted out, but that means the number of suspects has dropped down to 0. If Emily didn't write it, then who in the world did? We're back to square one, it seems. Actually, we might be one step closer to the truth. I'm thinking our perp was setting her up to take the blame. Wait, what? You think they were trying to frame her? Huh? What do you mean? Look at it from this perspective. Emily has the most to gain if you dropped out. She's the type to be easily misunderstood, and like you said before, she's a descendant of the old Arashian nobility. Anyone would think she's suspicious with a capital S. It's a plausible theory, especially if our perpetrator holds anti-immigrant views. After all, she herself is an ally of immigrants. She's an ideal target for them. I can see that. And if you start pointing fingers and playing the blame game, then it's all the better for them. They must think they're so clever, can't wait to bust their heads. Do we have any idea who they are? I've got a hunch. We should look into whoever's behind that survey. That thing stinks to high heaven. You think so? I thought Emily said the person who was giving surveys was pro-immigrant. Yeah, I doubt that. While it's true that the number of people with pro-immigrant beliefs are on the rise, in Arashian, those voices are drowned out by the choir of anti-immigrant sentiment. So if the result of that survey got posted, what do you think it'd look like? Well, it'd probably skew in the favor of people who hold those anti-immigrant beliefs. Bingo. If you were conducting the survey in good faith, doing it here would fly in the face of common sense. And that's exactly why I think that whole thing is bogus. Do you think the person doing the survey could be connected to anti-immigrant movement? That's exactly what I think. Might be connected to a hate group or a racist asshole in position of power. So their goal this whole time was to root out people who support immigrants. How dare they do something so vile? We can't let them get away with this. And we won't. We'll make sure they get what's coming to them. I mean, that's all we can really do at this point, right? We don't have to be picky about how we go about it. Personally, though, I want to do something that'll really rile up, and I know just how to do that. Huh? There's some kind of gathering over there. We're gonna bait them out. Wonder what it is. Oh, 2 students from the Music Academy are performing. Yeah, one of them is Central Eastern. So here's the plan. We're going to use decoys to lure them out. We need you and Emily to perform on the street. Wait, you're using me as a decoy? So that's what you meant by something that'll really rile them up. I imagine that'll be effective in drawing them out of the shadows. However, I don't know how we'll tell them apart. Also, we can't corner them with any proof. I know, and that's where the third decoy comes in. I'm thinking our perp is using the survey to find people who are pro-immigration. They might even have a running list of targets. So if someone was cheering Nelly on, they might make a contract so they can add our name to it. Right, they would consider them a traitorous countryman. Sounds like a plan. So who's going to be the third decoy? I want to bag this asshole myself. So I'm out. I think the best person for the job would be... So it really doesn't matter who you pick. So... Find people who are pro-immigration. So it shouldn't be Ferry, because Ferry is Central, not to obviously make it racist or anything, but she's Central Eastern, which this guy already hates, so Ferry is out. What about Judith? Nah, if her identity came to light, oh yeah. Agnes? Agnes, you up for this? Me? Not that I'm opposed, but why her? Because she fulfills all the requirements. Plus, she seems timid at first glance, so they think she'd be easy to deal with. She's the perfect decoy. I'm not sure I love that assessment, but alright, I'll play the part. Okay, so that takes care of that. Have you figured out how we're gonna catch this asshole? Yeah, we're gonna need Agnes too. Get a handwriting sample from him. Aha, then we can compare that to the threat letter. Very clever. Let's also record the conversation just to be safe. Understood, I'll do my best. Then it's settled. You okay with this plan? Absolutely. How'd they get her friend to go along with it? I'm just glad Amelie agreed so readily. She was rather indignant when we explained the situation. She might come off as having a chip on her shoulder, but she has a strong sense of justice. I can respect that. People are starting to gather. The culprit may already be present. Keep your eyes peeled. Or your one eye in your case. Isn't she an immigrant? She's got some nerve. Who cares about that? She has a lovely singing voice. I can't believe I get to hear such beautiful music on the street. No wonder this place is called the City of Art and Tradition. So that's so that damn immigrant didn't heed my warning. Well, we found our culprit. Well, at least I've been able to make some good use of this opportunity. That guy has been approaching a lot of people. And he has a survey in his hand. He must be the one. I need to get close without raising his suspicion. That was incredible. You're both amazing singers. Wish I was half as talented as you. Hello, young lady. Might I have a moment of your time? Sure. Is something the matter? No, not at all. I was just curious about your thoughts on that performance. Did you enjoy it? Oh, yes, very much so. I thought it was splendid. Wonderful. I agree wholeheartedly. Did you know that one of the performers is from the Central East? Yes, I noticed that. They were great, weren't they? So I was right. Huh? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Oh, think nothing of it. My name is Jacob, by the way. I'm currently running a survey. It's about racial harmony. Would you mind filling it out? I might not have much power myself, but I want to do everything I can to achieve racial harmony here in Calvert. That's an admirable goal. Very well, I'd be more than happy to help. How's she gonna get a, There's nothing particularly suspect about the questions themselves, but they're asking for way too much personal information. A legitimate survey would never ask for my full name, employer, and address, much less the names of my family members. I'll just jot down what Van told me to write. Okay, all done. Thank you for your time. I'll be taking my leave now. Oh, one more thing. I just wanted to say I very much enjoyed a conversation with you today. It's okay, would you mind writing down your number for me? You want my contact information? Whatever for. Well, you see, I'm interested in the pro-immigration movement, so I'd like to stay in touch if possible. Ah, of course, in that case, I'd be all too happy to oblige. One moment. Here you are. I'll take that. Who in the blazes are you? Just some guy who's onto your bullshit. You need permission from the city to run this kind of survey. Did you think you could skip that step? Your silence speaks volumes. Here, let's move this conversation somewhere else. And no, you don't have a choice. Nicely done, Agnes. Thank you. I'm surprised I pulled it off, to be honest. Wait, you two know each other? You are playing me from the start. How dare you lie to me, you damn brat. If this ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is. Van ripped Jacob's glasses and beard off. After all, you're not Jacob, you're Jacobin, the anti-immigration activist. What? Don't play dumb with me. We saw you giving speeches earlier, it's time to fess up. I suppose there's no point in hiding it then. Yes, I'm Jacobin. Well, what of it? Oh, so that's how you're gonna play this. I'll admit I didn't get permission to hold this survey, but really, who cares about a trivial little rule like that? Jacobin. I apologize for deceiving you. However, what you're really doing is both wrong and criminal. That's quite the accusation. I doubt you can back it up. After all, I did receive permission to give my speeches. That isn't what I'm referring to, though, although I don't approve of those either. You've been harassing innocent immigrants, sending a threat letter to Nellie, and trying to pin it on Emily. Those are all crimes. I haven't the foggiest idea what you're referring to. Back to playing dumb, are we? Well, let me enlighten you. Here's the threat letter in question. So, you have no proof I wrote it. You're about to eat your own words. We got the sheet of paper with all your contact info, which you penned yourself, dumbass. Oh, what a coinkydink. The writing's a perfect match. The cops wouldn't even need to run this through the lab. The jig is up. Yeah. Unfortunately for you, it isn't. The cops can't touch me even if they wanted to. I have powerful friends in powerful places, including the very man who sits on top of the horrible automobile industry itself. Wait, does he mean? The police are in his pocket. In fact, he can arrange for them to erase this event from the "You're the idiot to end all idiots." Did you seriously think we were going to turn you over to the cops? Hell no. You know what? Yeah, get rid of this guy. I'm sending you into the loving arms of Heiyu. What? They're the most powerful force of immigrants in all the Republic. I'm sure they'll be all too happy to get their hands on you. Nice knowing you. May Eidos have rested on your soul and all that. Eek. Alright, we're done here. We'll just make a quick call and then we'll send you on your way. Gah. You won't catch me alive. You just don't know when to quit, do you? And where do you think you're going? What? Give it up. We got the evidence, you moron. Running away isn't gonna save your ass. Who in the hell are you? It's not really important. All you need to know is we're Arkwright Solutions. We ain't on the side of justice, but for the right price, we're more than happy to bring down evil-doing bastards like you. So your fixer is just my luck. Jacobin was handed over to Heiyu. After that, Van relayed what happened to Nellie and Emily. Does this mean I'm safe? Yep, you can go into your concert worry-free. We foiled the perpetrators' plans before they went into motion. He hadn't even secured the manpower, and he needed to force you out. What a relief. Thank you so much, everyone. It was our pleasure. We wish you both the best of luck with your recital. I'm sure you'll blow everyone's socks off. I would also like to extend my gratitude. Had you not stepped in, this insidious plot might never have been unraveled. Although I might have been some assistance earlier on had a certain someone kept me in the loop. Sorry. You gotta put a little more faith in your gal pals. I am most certainly not a gal pal. I simply didn't want a worthy adversary to walk out on me, especially not before I had the chance to even the score. Thanks, Emily. You're such a good friend. I told you I'm not... Oh yeah, I still need to get an outfit for the recital. Want to go to the boutique with me? Well, I suppose I wouldn't mind accompanying you. Kids, am I right? You do realize that's a phrase only elderly people use, yes? Can it?
これにて終幕ね。はあ、
Showing your age a bit, Van. Oh, there you go. Gray went up to 4. So I guess if you sent them to the guild, then it would have just been that. You would have just gotten law points. All right, let's head to the North District. Oh, hey, it's the two bracers. You got Kazan, who we met up in Longlai, and then Xiaoling. These are all just food stalls, I assume. Oh no. You can give that to Aaron later. May as well do it since we're here. What? Oh. Earl's Orphanage? I see now. Something Maravan? Nah, I'm good. Got no business here, so why don't we head someplace else? I'll race you there. Wait, Gene. The others still aren't. Come on, last one there's a rotten it. Ah! Crap. You a close call. Gotta be more careful, kiddo. That's what you get for not paying attention, as usual. Thanks for catching him, Grampy. Don't call me that. Yeah, you're big time, Grampy. Want to play with us? We can play tag, hide and seek, or... Sorry, kid, but I don't got the time to be playing around. Yes, you do. Old people always have lots of free time. I ain't taking this crap. They're cute, aren't they? Very much so. I'm glad he wasn't hurt. Seeing them reminds me of my little brother and sister. They're adorable. You're funny, Grampy. Can you play with us, pretty please? What the? Where'd you two come from? They're really taking a liking to him, haven't they? They're practically swarming him. Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular? Grampy? You shut your mouth. Don't let him escape. We won't. What's going on here? You kids causing trouble for other people again? Oh, a visitor? Wait, is that you? Van? What? Hang on a sec. Long time no see, Flona. Who would have thought our favorite little troublemaker would have grown into such a fine young man? Well, this explains where Van grew up. It makes me want to burst into tears. So Van grew up here? This job's been one big homecoming for you, hasn't it? No wonder you've been looking all sentimental this whole time. I have not been looking sentimental. I'm guessing he lived here until he became an adult? No, he left Arashia before that. Someone from far away adopted him. If memory serves, it was about 14 years ago. I was just a supporting caregiver back then. Director Arkride was the one in charge. Arkride? So that's where your surname comes from. Yep, didn't feel like wasting time thinking up a name, so I just went with the first one that came to mind. Now I think about it, he never once talked about the people who took him in. Young Van was always the center of attention, and he always got along quite well with children outside the orphanage. I see that part hasn't changed one bit. You have so many people working with you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all for supporting him. Aw. It's like, she's like Van's mom. Trust me, he supports us more than we do him. I don't exactly work with him, I'm just kind of along for the ride. Have you all had lunch yet? You're more than welcome to join us if you haven't. Lovely of you to offer, but we got something we gotta take care of. That's too bad. Perhaps next time, then. Oh, one more thing. You aren't having any trouble running the place, right? Any money woes? None whatsoever, thankfully. The cathedral is closed, so people from the church do help us a lot. We also receive a large donation from an anonymous benefactor every year. But that's nice. Is it from a charity organization or something? I'm not sure. They've never reached out to us, so I don't know who they are. All we have are the sender... Oh! All we have are the sender headers from the digital receipts, which only say from SPG. Wait, that's... Heh, nice to hear there's still good people in the world. So once a year, Van sends a big donation. So as much as he's like, oh, money this, money that, he sends a huge amount to them once a year. What a goody two-shoes. I don't get why he feels the need to hide it. How very him. You're leaving? Aw. Can't you stay a little longer? Sorry, kiddos. It ain't easy being an adult. A lot of responsibilities. Y'all do me a favor. Play your little hearts out while you're still a kid, or you'll regret it later. And we still haven't even gotten to the part of what happened when he left when he was like 6. Okay, I hope we can play with you sometime too. You'll come back, right, mister? Sure, at some point. I'll get out of your hair now. We'll be in the city for another few days, so we'll try and come back before we leave. That would be lovely. Please take care of yourselves. If we don't succeed, then we'll succeed. I know we will. He doesn't want to let those people down where he grew up. Alright, what is it? Monster extermination? No. Barton, North District. Oh, wow. Literally right here. Hi, Barton. Alright, well, I guess we'll have a chat right now, then. You're Barton, right? We're here about your request. Oh, are you the fixers? Thank goodness you came. You wanted us to look for someone, correct? 2 people, actually. They're tourists. You see, I'm a tour guide. Again with this? And I was guiding them around the city. I need you to find them. Okay, but why call us? It sounds like a job for the police or bracers could handle well enough. Well, I suppose you're not wrong. Let me guess. You're feeling guilty about something. There's no way you'd call a bunch of sketchy characters like us for help otherwise. Don't call us sketchy in front of the damn client. Part of why I came to you is because this is a matter that requires discretion. I can't get into why, but first, could you accept my request? Sure. Well, if you've got reason to be hush-hush about this, we'll hear you out. Thank you so much. So, allow me to explain. You know about Vashtar Palace, right? Well, the other day, it was made off-limits to everyone. Yeah, we know about that already. And we know the reason why, too. I suspect the CID is the one who made that order, though I highly doubt they knew all the details when they did so. Vashtar Palace is one of the key destinations of the tour, so needless to say, people were bummed when they heard the news. Let me guess. I don't even remember the side quest, but I'm gonna assume they went in the tunnels, and we're gonna have to go in the tunnels to get them out. But I also let something else slip last night at dinner. I mentioned there were rumors of a hidden tunnel that connects to the underground ruins of the palace. But that's not all. One couple pressed me to tell them how to get into the underground ruins. I know full well how dangerous that place can be, but they, let me guess, they slid some mirror your way and you spilled the beans. Yes, it's shameful, I know. Shameful doesn't begin to describe it, my dude. You put their lives in danger. I know. I may have been inebriated last night, drunk, but there's no excuse for what I did. Anyway, fast forward to this morning, I woke up, I tried checking on the couple, and they were nowhere to be found. I'm almost certain they went to the underground ruins. That's not good. I've been beating myself up over this. I know this won't make up for it, but I'm going to use my own money, including the amount I was given last night, to pay you for this request. Please bring them back safely, I'm begging you. Don't worry, we've taken the job, so you've got our guarantee we'll bring them back safe and sound. Though you can bet your ass we'll be taking the cash. Of course, thank you so much. Now that that's settled, where is the entrance you told them about? I assume you didn't inform them of every entrance point, yes? Of course not. Even I don't know where all of them are. I told them about 2 of them. The one near the market in North District, and the one near the department store in the East District. We can easily search both of them on their own. Yeah, though keep in mind, we're running up against the clock here. If we don't think we can finish in time, we'll pass this one over to the guild. That sound good? Yes, that's fine. I still have tours to conduct, so I'll leave the rest to you all. If anything else happens, please contact me. It just had to be the underground ruins. We must do something about this. I know, thankfully they don't have an access key, so there's no way they could have gotten far in. But they ain't out of the woods. There are monsters roaming near the entrances. True, we should make haste. Should we search the one near the market? That one's closer to the palace. Yeah, we'll hit that one first. Yeah, that's the good thing. They can't break the rules of the game because they can't get to it. Like, get to the game itself. I want to check these shops first, though. This is just a hotel, right? Oh, they got a little shop down here. Oh yeah, it is a little bar setting down here. I trust that guy as far as I can throw him. He's a damn good fighter, though. You can count him to deliver the pain. Whenever we clash someday, don't get too distracted by me. The Oathbreaker's got a knack for pulling the rug out from under people. I see Ren's grown to resent me. Back in the day, she used to be interested in how I went about my work, but I see things have changed. She doesn't seem to be fond of people like me who break oaths and rules at every turn. Perhaps she's grown to like people such as you who prefer to slip through the cracks in them. Yeah, sure, for the record, I do sometimes turn my back on the rules, or look for ways to get around them. Though I'm not doing it for fun like you. You're just screwing around and causing mayhem for no reason. Maybe that's why no one likes you. Wow, kick a man while he's down, why don't you? Oh my, you look petrified. Could it be you're more scared of that man than me and Walter, dear? Did Ren give you a word of warning, perhaps? She's gotten awfully chatty as of late. Well, don't you worry your pretty little head. I don't believe he plans to engage in this conflict any further. Not directly, anyway. Well, we can only hope. The last thing I want to do right now is fight an Anguis. We fought a handful of them in the past, and if he's anywhere near as dangerous as Arianrod was, we might be in trouble. Although you've also got Anguises like Novartis who aren't fighters, like they're just like scientists. Halt, this place is off limits. It's a police officer. Damn, what a pain in the ass. Actually, we got business in there. We're Arkwright Solutions, correct? You know about us? Ah, he's from Ikaruga. He must be guarding this entrance. So that was merely a disguise. Obviously. Damn, you couldn't give a certain phantom thief lady I know of a run for her money. Shut up. Never mind. Well, you know who we are, so why not let us through? I suppose we do have a contract with one another, so that should be fine. However, I'd still like you to state your business first. It's just a formality, you understand. A pair of tourists may have wandered underground from this entrance. We received a request to search for them. Oh, was that pair comprised of a young man and woman by any chance? You've seen them? Yes, not too long ago, I told them exactly what I told you, that this area was off limits. I imagine they would have backed off if you were in your disguise. Yeah, no doubt. Soon after, I heard a bit of a ruckus coming from the marketplace. What? Nevertheless, it turned out to be nothing. I doubt it has any bearing on your request. If you say so. Well then, I'd say your business here is concluded. If you'll excuse me. He's gone. All the Ikaruga Jaegers are on his level, then it's no wonder they're the strongest corps in the East. We should return to our search. If they were chased away, there's only one place they could have gone. And that is the underground ruins entrance next to the East District's department store. Right, let's get moving. And then once we're done with this, we can go and check in at the guild. This isn't our entrance either, though. Well, this is the place. I just realized we don't know which group is using this entrance. I imagine Ren has looked into it already. Should we ask her? We don't got the time for that. I didn't see anyone who looked like tourists on our way over here. They might already be inside. Yeah, they probably are. Alright, you guys. There's no telling what'll happen in there, so stay on guard. Stay away! Stay away! Oh my. This is not good. The man is being attacked. Let's help him. Am I going to die here? Not if I can help it. But notice it's just him, which means his girlfriend is not here. Who are you people? We'll talk later. Stay back. Okay. Commencing counteroffensive. That's one. We'll manage somehow. Keep it on, hard on. Oh wow, they were weak. Are we just over leveled? Are you hurt at all? No, I'm okay. Wait, no, I'm not. Please help me. Huh? But all the monsters are dead. Hold on a moment. Weren't there 2 tourists we needed to save? My girlfriend's in danger. She's deeper in. Are you guys bracers? No, it doesn't matter. Whoever you are, just please save her. Don't tell me you abandoned her to save your own hide. Of course not. I was trying to save her. We were just wandering around minding our own business, and then these things came out of nowhere and attacked us. They had us cornered, so I used myself as bait to lure them away from her. Wow, you've got some serious backbone. Alright, you head back up to the surface and wait for us. We'll rescue your girl. You mean it? Of course. We'll take care of her. Then I'll leave it to you. You're my only hope, so please rescue her. Now let's go find her. Wouldn't be surprised if she was at the end. Bear in mind that the layout is identical to the other entrances, so both left and right paths will have the same amount of time to traverse. I'm not sensing any monsters nearby, so we should be able to make a sprint for it. Whatever works. I wonder if there's only like a bulk of monsters thrown in during the competition. You know, lore-wise. Oh. There she is. Looks like these guys just did the saving for us. They must be one of the teams in the game, and I'm guessing this is their turf. Careful, these guys are Jaegers for sure. I've never seen them in the Republic before, but I doubt they're good news. Are they Nidhogger? Got it. So if they aren't Nidhogger, they must be... You guys are the Scorpions of Zahat, right? I take it you're one of the other participating teams? Yeah, Arkride Solutions. Wait, that's the name of the team that thrashed the head honcho of round 1. We may have been eliminated, but this is still our base of operations. What business do you have here? Nothing with you, but we do have business with the woman that's sprawled out on the floor. Don't tell me she's... No, she's simply unconscious. But what do you want with her? We're here to get her out of here. Mind handing her over? I should have figured that's what you wanted. Unfortunately, our answer is no. But why? Because she saw our faces. What? We cannot allow civilians to bear witness to that. That's why we have no choice but to make her disappear. So you're merely covering your tracks. But why go that far? You're planning to kill her just because she saw your faces? That's messed up, and we're not going to let that happen. You look like you're a Jaeger, and quite a young one at that. In that case, let me educate you on something you should already understand. Every corpse has their own rules that they must abide by. That's what it means to be a Jaeger. If you cannot come to terms with that, then in my eyes, you are nothing more than an immature little girl. Eh. Shut the hell up, assholes. She might be a Jaeger, but right now, she's an assistant in my office. And I'm not gonna let you diss on one of my employees like that. Man, we're gonna play this thing by the rules. Here's how this is gonna go down. We fight. We're gonna fight it out. You're challenging us? Yeah, if we win, you hand her over to us. If you win, we'll back down. And of course, we won't say a word about this to anyone. This doesn't benefit us in the slightest. Sure it does. It'll help kill the time. It's not like you have anything else better to do anyway. After all, you did get eliminated from the get-go. You bastard, how dare you mock us? They took the bait. He really knows how to rile people up. We just got unlucky. If we went against Marduk right from the start, if you went up against Marduk right from the start, you would have lost too. We would have kicked your asses if we ran into you instead. Them's fighting words, want to prove it? Fine, your funeral, punk. We'll return home with your head on a pike. Yeah, don't think so. Bring it on, losers. Commencing battle with Scorpions of Zahai. Let's do it. What's their logo look like? I don't see any kind of defining features on their armor. Is there anything? No. Like that, you would think like the shoulder piece would have like a logo or something, but there's nothing. Well, either way. Only one left. Easy enough. Ugh, maybe we didn't really stand a chance in this game. We should have brought more firepower. I feel for you guys. Going up against Marduk right at the start must have been tough. This ain't your home turf either. You guys got the raw end of the deal. In any event, you won fair and square. The girl is yours. Cool. We'll come up with a story to cover for you guys. Thank you. The female tourist rode Zeros back to the surface. Advanced group reunited with her soon afterward. Thank you so much for saving us. Well, we may not have been able to if those airsoft players didn't find you first. Though they did get an earful from the police after the fact. Anyway, no more wandering into dangerous places like that, got it? You don't have to tell me twice. I'd rather not die if I can help it. Well, I'm glad these two came out unharmed. It's all thanks to you. It's a good thing he contacted the bracers, huh? We can always count on them to keep us safe. Sorry, but we aren't bracers. You aren't? Nope, we're Arkwright Solutions. We ain't allies of the justice like the bracers, but if you're in a jam, we'll get you out of it. For the right price, of course. Oh, you're fixers. I had no idea. We'll make sure to remember that. I'm looking forward to the day I can send you all a request. Respectfully, I don't think that's something you should be looking forward to. Oh, there you go. Yeah, obviously there's no going outside the city, so wow, I've really taken this the opposite way. I gotta get some law stuff done. There's not going to be a lot of requests or a lot of lengthy ones because we can't go outside the city at all. There's no going outside the city and fighting monsters and all that stuff. But yeah, that's where we're going to end things off for here. Or for now. So next time we'll head back to the South District and find out what it was that Zin and Fee wanted to talk to us about at the Bracer Guild. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.